Hey there, peeps. Welcome back to my channel, or I guess, welcome. My name is Ashley, and if you didn't know, sometimes I play Call of Duty, and sometimes I'm okay. And in the spirit of sometimes playing Call of Duty, I thought it'd be fun to watch the Black Ops 7 reveal trailer thing together, and then go over some thoughts and hopes and reactions and whatever together. This did come out 10 days ago, so not exactly up to date with this whole reaction idea thing. But for the most part, I have been kind of not watching anything. I do know some stuff that got revealed, and I did see some stuff, but this, for the most part, is going to be first reactions and thoughts and all that jazz. So.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez
That was kinda
ignited
sick.
global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses to let me
Definitely.
go.
Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what you do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Spectre 1, report. Need a sit rep.
This isn't real.
My goodness. Ooh. This map, if it's like an actual map in multiplayer, looks so sick. Okay, I was gonna talk about this later, but doesn't this guy look like Bastion from Overwatch? That's all I can think of when I see this guy. Or the robot.
Pull it together, man!
So eager to leave, David.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
So I rewatched it by myself so I could really sit there and think of my thoughts, I guess. And I wrote down in my phone some notes, some thoughts, some things I noticed, and a little bit about like what I am hoping and I am
Hey, look at me, I use Smegmanite. I got all the freaking girls doing.
Now, I played Call of Duty for the majority of my childhood, I guess. My dad introduced me to not to Black Ops, to Call of Duty when I was very young. He didn't play multiplayer or anything, but my brothers did. That's how I kind of got into Call of Duty, but I didn't really start getting serious about playing Call of Duty until I was probably in like junior high. And that was Black Ops 3. So the first thing I wanted to note is that I feel like they are kind of bringing back wall running and jetpacks and stuff like that with a grappling hook. And I was a big fan of that whenever it was in the game. And I know that lately they have been kind of gearing more towards the... Hello? Was there not somebody there? Oh, okay. Gearing more towards the players that prefer more running around,
Tango on the move.
boots on the ground people, you know? And that's all good and fine. We love a classic vibe. However, I appreciate them bringing it back, as obviously Black Ops 3 was more futuristic and it was meant to be, and this one is very obviously set in the future, 10 years in the future. So the fact that they're bringing grappling hooks into the into the situation, I think, is the best way that they can kind of blend together. It is the best way they can kind of blend the two play styles together, the jetpacks, flying stuff, and the boots on the ground people. It's not quite over the top going in the air. You're just grappling. And you're getting the momentum from that. So that's fun. That was my main thing that I really saw, and it kind of gave, like, why it gave me Black Ops 3 vibes. Another main thing I wanted to mention is there is a shot in the trailer that I'm assuming is part of the campaign. And it's where there's the little islands of land, and it reminded me of that mission in Black Ops 6's campaign. It's a mission where you are the FBI lady and you are hallucinating, having to get to your office, and then there's little islands that you have to jump on and like grapple to. Goodness. And stuff. Oh my gosh, the grappling! I feel like maybe that mission could have been a little Easter egg on what Black Ops 7 has to come. That could just be me. But I felt like that was... It just very much reminded me of that, and I felt like it's pretty much the same thing. The trailer felt like the campaign was going to be very mind-screwy. It feels like mind control, kind of like it's going to mess with your mind a little bit, and those are my favorite... Aw, dang it. Those are my favorite missions that they have been incorporating in their campaigns. I think that that is when it's the most interesting and it's the most fun. And I'm not the biggest Call of Duty campaign player. I've only recently started actually getting into playing the campaigns. But this one looks like it's going to be really fun and really interesting. And I can't get over the army of Bastion look-alike robots. Also, talking about the campaign, it has been announced that it can be a multiplayer campaign of up to 4 players at a time, which I think is really interesting. And I think that it's going to be pretty cool to see how that kind of plays out and how it works. Even though that they're adding the multiplayer campaign, you don't absolutely have to have 4 people to play this campaign, which is fun for people that don't play with friends like me. I don't play with anybody. Sometimes I can convince my boyfriend to play Call of Duty with me, but he's not the biggest Call of Duty player. However, he does love a Call of Duty campaign, so maybe this is the happy medium for us. Maybe he'll actually play the campaign with me. Also, I feel like I need to make a note right now. I know this is the ugliest sight to put on a shotgun, and it looks a little funky. However, I am still attempting to do the camo grind, but I am also trying to unlock all the reticles for the sights. And I need to work on this sight. So, get over it. Something new that they've also added into the campaign that I thought was really, really cool. Speaking of the camo grind. Oh, okay. For the people that are literally crazy and go for every single camo grind ever, and all they ever do is this, they have another camo grind to go for, which is really fun. I will probably try to get the campaign camos. I think that it'll be intriguing to see how that works. However, I am a little apprehensive about it. In the campaign, they have mentioned a mission that unlocks once you go through all the campaign. There's a mission that is a PvE, and there's like 30 people on the map. Some of the camos are going to be related to that specific end mission. So I don't know. The zombies in Modern Warfare 3 was not a huge fan of, which I'm also not really the biggest zombies player. I kind of suck at zombies. And I don't think that it is super, super fun for me. But that one, I hated. It felt like they mixed, well, it's not even felt like, they essentially mixed like Warzone and zombies together, and I'm not a Warzone player. I don't really like it. So that whole zombie situation was not fun for me, and I didn't like it at all. I am hoping that that is not what that mission is going to be like, is like a Warzone situation, because I'm not going to have a good time, and I'm not going to enjoy it. And it's also more of a chance that the camos are going to be related to like certain situations that are kind of out of your control and more in a sense of what the enemies do. I don't know. But I'm the most apprehensive about that, which isn't a huge deal. Like, who really cares, you know? But just my thoughts. Another interesting thing that I felt like I should mention, since we were briefly talking about zombies, is they're bringing back top-down zombies, which is really fun. I'm gonna bring out my English minor words. It brings... This is gonna be stupid. It's an interesting juxtaposition of the futuristic gameplay. Well, the futuristic themes in the game with the campaigns and like the mind screwy situations and stuff, that they are bringing back a more like kind of fun, lighthearted, retro top-down zombies style. And I'm assuming that's the exact reason why they did it. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it other than fun times and it's just interesting. Now, one last thing that I feel maybe I'm looking too much into, and it's like, it's really not that serious. It's just a game, you know? It was literally just a game trailer. I'm looking too into it. I could write a 10-page paper analyzing this whole thing. And let me tell it to you. Like I said, this totally could be me reading into things too much and analyzing too much of a game that really doesn't need to be analyzed as much, or analyzed that much. With the idea that everything is very futuristic and mind control and mind screwery. I noticed that in one of the scenes, there was butterflies. It was red butterflies by a tree. Somebody got shot in the head and the blood came out as butterflies. And then we saw the butterflies by the tree, and then people, they got like locked down and they said something about like fear of the mind or whatever.
You shall know fear.
Which it made me think of fudge. It made me think of butterflies are kind of a symbol of change in a way, and like starting anew and whatever. But in that, they're also a symbol of like the butterfly effect. They're a symbol of the future. All actions have consequences, whether those consequences be good or bad is up to fate and the future and all that junk. And it just got me thinking that maybe... See, I don't want to go as far as like a side your own fate thing, because obviously it's not going to be like that in the campaign, but I think that maybe they will incorporate that a little bit into the story, possibly, with like the futuristic mind control-y thing. And in my thought was, if they hadn't had shot this person in the head, maybe they wouldn't have been locked in that little thing. And like, Frank Woods is dead. Maybe he's dead due to consequences of his own actions. And I just feel like with the subtle nod to butterflies and everything being futuristic, it just made sense to me. But that could be me looking into it way too much and trying to find connections in places where there are none and there doesn't need to be. Overall, I'm excited about Black Ops 7. I'm already more excited than I was for Black Ops 6. I think that it already looks better than Black Ops 6, and no, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think this Call of Duty was bad. There have definitely been worse Call of Duties. There have been ones that I, like, barely even played at all. And I feel like I played this one, a significant amount. I played all aspects of it. I played the zombies, I completed the campaign, I played multiplayer, and that is a good sign, because I don't usually play all three of any Call of Duty. I just feel as if this one fell just a tiny bit flat, and I think that they are moving in a good direction with the upcoming Call of Duty. And if Alaska is a map in multiplayer, I will be very, very happy, because the Northern Lights in the background is gonna be insane. No! That just ruined my really cool Fury kill. I kind of went a little crazy there, and it just ruined everything. If you watched this whole video and listened to me ramble about my thoughts and my hopes and worries and whatever for Black Ops 7, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try really hard to make more Call of Duty videos in the future, especially with Black Ops 7 coming out November, I think it's 14th. I think that it would be really fun to maybe start a camo grind series with Black Ops 7. Maybe videos of the campaign. I don't know, but I'm gonna try really, really hard to make more of those videos. Like I said, if you watch this whole video, I'm hoping that it's gonna be a little shorter, but also I can ramble. I can talk about nothing and overly explain myself a lot. So what are you thinking of Black Ops 7? Are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna pre-order it? What are your thoughts? Does it look like something you're not really vibing with? I would genuinely really love to know and have a conversation about it together. That'd be really sick. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And can we just talk about how I kind of just like went off there with that Fury kill at the end? Like, I'm kind of killing it. Kind of doing great. Kind of a pro Call of Duty gamer. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good whatever time it is. Day, night, midnight, 4 in the morning, evening, who knows. I hope you're enjoying whatever time it is. Okay, bye!